I hate being the pastor's wife. Everyone thinks I have it all. The perfect marriage at 22, 3 beautiful kids, the adorable church family that brings us casseroles. But last Tuesday at 2:47 p.m., everything I believed about my life shattered in about 90 seconds. I was cleaning my husband's office like I do every Tuesday afternoon. The kids were at my mom's. I was dusting his bookshelf when I knocked over a Bible commentary. Behind it was his old iPhone, the one he said he threw away 6 months ago. It was plugged in and charging. The screen lit up with a notification. M had sent a message. Miss you already, can't wait for Thursday. My stomach dropped. I told myself it was innocent. Maybe a church member. Maybe about a meeting. I picked up the phone. No passcode. My hands started shaking as I opened the messages app. Hundreds of messages. Multiple conversations. Photos I wish I could unsee. Voice notes of him saying things he'd never said to me. Abigail from the choir, the one who always hugged him too long after service. Monica from youth group leadership. Maria, who just needed counseling every Wednesday night when I thought he was at Bible study. But the one that destroyed me was from 3 weeks ago. The timestamp was 11:23 p.m. on the night I was in labor with our youngest. While I was screaming in that hospital room, he sent, "She's having the baby now, so I'm free later tonight. Meet at the usual spot." I sat on his office floor for 3 hours. Our 2-month-old crying in the nursery next door, reading every single message. 7 different women, all believing they were the special one. All being told I was cold, distant, that our marriage was basically over. He told Maria he was planning to leave me once the kids were older. Told Abigail I trapped him with pregnancy. Told Monica his real calling was being with someone who understood ministry better than his wife ever could. Each one got a slightly different version of the same story. Each one got the same, "I've never felt this way before" line. Each one got promised Friday nights at the Marriott 2 towns over when he said he was at pastor conferences. I took screenshots of everything. 847 messages total. Printed them all at the FedEx down the street while my hands shook so hard I could barely hold my debit card. The clerk asked if I was okay. I said I was planning a surprise party. That night at dinner, I smiled and served pot roast like always. Kissed his cheek when he walked in, asked about his day. He said it was long but blessed. I said, "That's wonderful, honey," and passed him the potatoes. For 6 days, I was the perfect pastor's wife. Attended Wednesday night service. Led the women's Bible study on forgiveness. Smiled in the church lobby. Made him coffee every morning exactly how he liked it. He had no idea I'd found anything. No idea I'd talked to a lawyer. No idea I'd opened my own bank account and moved half our savings. No idea I'd told my parents everything and they were waiting with a place for me and the kids to stay. Sunday morning came. I got up early, curled my hair, put on my nicest dress. The blue one he always said made me look angelic. Fed the kids, got them ready, drove to church in separate cars like we sometimes did when he had to be there early. Service started normal. Worship songs, announcements, the offering. Then he stepped up to the pulpit to preach. His sermon was titled Maintaining Integrity in Ministry. I waited until he was about 5 minutes in, right when he said the line, "A man of God must be beyond reproach." Then I stood up from the 3rd row, walked down the center aisle. Our congregation of 300 people went silent. He stopped mid-sentence, confused. "Honey, what are you?" I reached the front and turned to face everyone. Asked if I could share something. He looked nervous but handed me the microphone anyway, probably thinking I was going to do some kind of surprise appreciation thing. I pulled out the stack of papers from my purse. Hundreds of screenshots, all organized by woman, all dated. Started reading them out loud, slowly, clearly. Abigail, March 15th. Can't stop thinking about Friday night. You make me feel alive in ways I never knew existed. Monica, April 2nd. My wife doesn't understand me like you do. You see the real me. Maria, April 30th. She's in labor right now, but all I can think about is being with you. His face turned white, then red, then white again. People started gasping. Someone screamed, "That's my daughter." Another woman stood up, crying, then another. The affair partners revealing themselves one by one through their reactions. I kept reading. 5 solid minutes of his own words condemning him. The youth pastor tried to take the microphone. I pulled it away. Everyone deserves to know who they've been following. I looked at my husband one last time. He was frozen behind the pulpit, mouth open, no words coming out. "I'm taking our children and leaving. The church is yours. This ministry you built on lies is all yours now. Enjoy it." Set the microphone down on the communion table. Picked up my purse. Walked back up that center aisle. My mom was waiting outside with the kids already in her car. We'd planned it perfectly. As I reached the door, I heard chaos erupting behind me, shouting, crying. The board chairman demanding answers, but I didn't look at, not once.